Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Hi, thanks for joining.
To Scrambled podcast. Oh, so I have a friend who also has a podcast. He sent me the link to like set up the RSS feed on Spotify.
Okay. Oh.
So we can do that. Yeah.
So we're going to be...
And apparently it's just like setting it up for iTunes.
We need to look it up on the SoundCloud afterwards too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm excited because we might be coming to
Someone
Spotify
I work
near
with,
you.
I told about the podcast, and he was like, "Do you need me to help you do that?" And I was just like, "I mean, if you could do it, that'd be great."
What does that mean?
He was like, "I can help you set up the thing for Spotify too." But
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, but I was like, "I'm not that smart." It took us how long for us to get on iTunes?
Not that long. It was like 2 seconds. We just had to like learn what an RSS feed was because we didn't know.
That's true.
I've been trying to find out what an RSS feed, and I still don't. How long have we been doing this podcast? Like 2 years. I still kind of don't know what it does.
I know it's a link.
I know because like I was trying to get like my news delivered to me or like sites delivered to me like in a feed from like different places, and I thought that would do it, but I couldn't figure it out to work. I was just like, I gotta do an RSS feed, but I just don't. I never figured it out. So, but I know it does this.
Wow, that's so rude. Wow.
If you're listening to this, we just saw that our video camera battery is flashing.
It's magic.
So
That's the magic of movies, folks.
we have backups, so I'll let it die because whatever. I'll let it talk the talk.
Yeah. So
Shall this is, as we're recording this is January 7th, 2019.
we're living in 19, y'all. We've
It's
got
been a
one
while.
more year.
To what?
Well, like 2 more years, I guess. No, one more
Until
year.
what?
Until the next election.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't thought about that. Aren't we in the middle of like a government shutdown right now?
Yeah, and everyone is just like,
even know about that. People at work today were like talking about their
Snoop Dogg made comments about it.
I have been under a rock.
Snoop Dogg got on Instagram.
I heard it was a thing, but I thought it was like a joke.
No, he's like, I'm shutting down the government until we get the wall. And Congress is like, girl, no.
Can we just...
Those people that are running around with them Secret Service are like unpaid right now. People at the airport are unpaid.
As soon as people start losing their money, they're just gonna
Stop coming to work. I've heard there are a
stop.
lot of airports where anyone employed to the state at the airport is like, no, like TSA. They're calling out.
Good.
They're like, why would I come? I'm sick. Can't come in.
Because they're not getting paid.
Yeah, why would you? I wouldn't either. But yeah, it's a big thing.
Trumpy's pissing everybody off.
He's just stomping his little potato feet up in that oval.
I literally... He was just like a kid who didn't get his ass whooped as a kid.
His mom should have ran them hands a long time ago.
ultimate
And now
privilege.
it's too late.
Oh, I think I tweeted that like when he first got elected or when he was still campaigning.
Yeah.
I was just like, he never got his ass whooped.
He's still old enough to get spanked. Melania?
Let me see a shot. I went out of frame. I didn't say that.
Oh.
We didn't cut that out.
Do you have anything you want to bring up? Any peaks or chanclas?
I do. I have a chancla.
I have a chancla, but it's sad.
I have a sad chancla too, and
Mine might be lighter than yours.
we can do. It usually is.
Yeah.
We can do. I honestly don't want to talk about it just yet because it's probably gonna be something that we talk about at length. Usually is, but I kind of wanted to talk about like the new year. Like, do you or like reflect on the old year, very new year, new me situation. So like,
no.
Do you ever make resolutions? You don't seem like the type.
No, because I just do things. Like when I started going to the gym, I just like remember I just started. Like it was like in the middle of like the year before last. I was like, I have $35. I'm gonna go start a gym membership and go once a month, or not go once a month, but pay for it once a month and go. And I do. I still do. I go twice a week if I can, which is like 8 visits in a month, and I still get my points from the gym. I still get my free water every so often. So like gag.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't do New Year's resolutions. That's like stupid.
Have you ever?
No.
Never?
No, because
You don't
like I said, I just do things.
You don't subscribe to that channel? That's a very
No.
Virgo thing. So my New Year's resolution is
What, go forth with
and they
yours.
always fail.
I get why they're relevant, but
They always fail. I have it there on my little board
what is it?
that I got for myself.
I'm
while
staring
I was...
into the light. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
it's hidden behind the light. It says New Year's resolution IG thoughty body.
I saw that.
So I need to get skinny.
Working out sucks.
I like it.
I can show you belly workouts though.
I do. I'm just weak, so everything hurts. Like everything that's not cardio really hurts. So when in terms of like lifting weights, because would like to get toned. I can do arms and I can have a tolerance for my legs because they support my body all day. But my core is so weak and my arms are pretty weak too. So just starting off at my weights just have to be really, really low. And I do mostly like resistance band stuff and like this shit that you see here, which is a total gym and a like a faux flex situation. So these are nice to have, but I think when our apartment lease ends here in August, we might get rid of them because we don't really use them that much.
Just get a gym membership. It's like $10 a month. It's down the street.
Oh, but I like barely do it, and this is in my house.
No, but like, well, you're not the same as me. That's why I joined the gym.
I'm not self-motivated at all. So like, it literally has to be the most convenient thing to do, and I have to like trick myself to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like right now, the thing that's really been helping me is ever since like August or something, my knee has gone. Ever since we moved here, like June, July, my knee has like, it literally feels like it's out of place.
Does it pop a lot?
It doesn't pop, but it literally just feels like the
It rubs
bottom
wrong.
half of my knee just kind of like is not aligned right, and so it kind of just like it's loose.
Go to a chiropractor.
I thought chiropractors were for your back. I went to the
They
doctor.
help your whole body, stupid.
I don't know. I thought they just
What
cracked
the fuck do you think they crack people's necks and shit?
I thought they
Like
just
they
cracked
pop
your back.
everything. They pop Nancy. They do a full body.
I thought they just crack your back.
There's a place in South Park Meadows called The Joint. Get it? It's very much like
It's a dispensary. Oh.
That'd be so funny.
Pen pending. That's
The
my
Joint.
next business
It's a
plan.
chiropractic firm and a dispensary.
Oh shit.
That would be good.
That's a
Wow.
market.
Patent
That's
pending.
yeah. That's how it
Um,
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, my knee feels like wonky. It just I went to the doctor and they did send me to a specialist and I didn't go. They just said that I am really weak in my tendons, the
Gotta work
stuff,
them
my
legs out.
muscles that keeps my body working and
Gotta get
aligned.
them yams together.
Yeah, and so I noticed that I started working out after that, and I noticed that it got better. But then I'm a lazy piece of shit, and then I stopped. And
That's how it be.
I noticed.
It really do be like
I
that.
noticed that when I work out, specifically my legs, obviously, it feels better. So that's kind of what's been getting me in the gym. As I speak this, and I haven't worked out in like 5 days, so
No, well,
I don't know.
let's have fun.
Yeah, but there's a little gym here that I found people fucking in, BT Dubs, because they made a New Year's resolution too, and maybe they just want to explore.
You found people fucking in the gym.
Literally, I walked in. Nobody's been in there
Guy
because
and a
it's
girl?
been cold. Yeah. Well, I saw the guy pop his head out, but then I made the effort to walk the 15 feet to get to the gym. So I was like, I'm staying. So you need to either get dressed and start working out or get the
finish
fuck
and
out.
go.
Yeah. And I literally told him, I turned on the light and it didn't click in my head because I'm slow. I turned on the light and I turned the little corner and I saw clothes on the floor. And I was like, oh, someone like got hot and like took off their shirt and I've seen people work out in the dark, so I literally didn't give it a second thought.
You in like an apartment gym? That's just was it white people?
No, it was like a Hispanic guy, and I want to say like I didn't see the girl. It was a Hispanic guy because he forgot his phone and his socks.
That's fucking embarrassing.
And he came back like 20 minutes later, like the phone.
Guys,
rang.
fucking outdoors is like cute and all for porn, but like in real life, that's just a yeast infection. In a gym.
In a gym
That is
restroom.
nasty.
In a gym restroom. Well, I guess they heard me come in, and there's like a little bit of like a hallway.
Nasty.
And I like turned the corner, so I guess they had time from hearing me come up the stairs and like turning on the light to like sneak off into the thing. But
I'm so visibly disgusted.
Their clothes was literally like something over here, something over here, something over there. There's a mat, and it was in front of the mirrors. There was a bench, and they moved it in front of the mirrors, or it was just placed in front of the mirrors. So they were fucking, and they were looking at themselves in the mirror. It was that kind of arrangement. Yeah. And I turned on the light and I walked in.
Home.
I literally walked in and I was just like, oh, that's cute. And then I was like, I'll turn off the lights. And then I turned off the lights and I was like, y'all can finish. I'll be on the balcony.
You told him that?
Yeah. Because I was like, I'm going to stay here because I came to work out. Like, this is the new year. This is the new me.
This is me and you.
I'm trying. And
I'm not going to let Dick ruin my body.
I walked all the way over here. I don't care if you fuck in front of me. I'm going to be on this elliptical. Like, I don't give a fuck. Wipe the surfaces down, please, because I don't want a staph infection. And so
that is nasty.
I literally turned because there's...
Did they finish?
I mean, it took them a while to get dressed. I don't know if they finished or not. I don't know if I
wonder if they were just like sitting there like, do you think she's for real?
Because it's not. I mean, I did. I literally turned off. I was like, oh, I'll turn off the light because right in front of the restroom where they were, there's big windows and like the light you can see, even though it might be silhouetted.
Did you see them when they left? Like the girl too?
I was on the balcony and they left because I literally didn't see them. The only thing was I was already close. I had turned off the lights and they were in the restroom. And I was opening the door to the balcony because there's 2 bikes on the balcony. He said, thanks. He peeped out his head from the restroom. He just goes, thanks. I was like, whatever, dude. It's like, hurry up. It's cold. Yeah. So I did like a 20-minute.
I would have called the cops.
I thought about it once I was on the bike and I was like,
I'm not that one. I'm not the one at the gym. No. If I've had people come up and try to talk to me while I do stuff at the gym. And I'm just like, no, this isn't the time, place. I don't come here to make friends. This is the last place I'd want to make a friend.
Miguel, can we have a conversation about that? Because I have a problem with that.
What?
Telling people that I don't, like, want to talk, that I don't, like, want new friends. There's, like, I can't name names.
You need to say what you want.
I want chicken nuggets. What is that? We need to give a context for that. What is that?
It's like Trixie and Bob, the drag queen, on the Trixie and Katja show when Katja was off season.
Yeah.
And Bob was filling in, and
they were talking about people not communicating. Yeah, not communicating accurately.
No, I'm very big on it. At work now, it's gotten to a point where if my coworkers, if I come into the main break area to eat, they're like sitting across from me. They're like, "Do you want to sit with us?" And I'm like, "No, I want to watch something on my phone."
I've done that once, and it was literally when we were working together. I don't think we knew each other at that time because I was in training, so this was like 2015. I was like trying to like be sociable and like meet people, and there was like a food truck outside, and so I get in line for the food truck, and I chat this dude up, and we talk. We're like, "Where are you from?" Da da da. Like, what's it called? Like short conversation, and then we get our food. Yeah, small talk. And then we go
short conversation.
Same thing. We go to the front break room and I sit down and I put my headphones in and I set up like my phone and I'm like looking and he like comes.
Oh, he didn't know?
He comes nearby and what did he say? It was something like, oh, so, or like, is someone sitting with you? I was like, no, I just wanted to watch my video. I knew that I was going to be busy. I think I was producing a movie. So I had like my iPad out. I was watching something, but I had my iPad out and I was working. I was like stuffing my pizza in and I was just like, no, I'm trying to get work done. So I kind of just came by myself and he's like, oh, okay, I get it. You're okay. Thanks for telling me. And he walked off and I was like, oh, okay. He got it. I even like wrote like a Facebook status about it. I was just like, that was like the perfect interaction. Cause like the moment was there, it was encapsulated. And then I walked off and I like very much put like a do not disturb sign on socially, and then he didn't get like personal about it. Mm-hmm. But now I don't know if it's like pity that I take on people or like overly being friendly, because I think like
maybe I smile too much, maybe I wear too much pink. It's a True Blood reference.
True Blood. There's a
vampire in it that's like, I don't get why people always want to tell me their stories. Maybe I smile too much, maybe I wear too much pink.
I don't know, and I don't think like people have told me that I don't seem very approachable at like first impression, so I don't know why.
You just dress better than them.
I don't.
That says a lot about the people you work with.
Oh no.
That doesn't say anything about you, Nancy. That says something about the people you work with.
Because I don't wear any makeup. I barely moisturize.
It's just the way you put yourself together.
I don't make very much effort to go out and talk to people and meet people because I just don't know how. And so I think
me either, but I'm really good at it.
I think once I get to know you, like it's hard to shut me up and like you're like, oh my god, what did I do? Why did I start talking to this person?
I don't think so.
But whenever it's like forced conversation, I try not to like not be rude, and I'll perpetuate it because I'm kind of trapped there. Mm-hmm. But I find it very, very hard to just be like, to either initially say it as the interaction is starting or in the middle of it or at any point from the beginning to the end to be like, I don't want to have this conversation. I'm gonna opt out.
This is getting it's gonna get a little deep
because I feel like I'm gonna be rude, and I don't want to be rude.
No, this is gonna get deep right now. You need to know the worth of your time.
Yes, and so this is the conversation that I've been having recently with people. It's just like I think I took my own advice from an inspirational Instagram quote that I put. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so meta.
These are desperate times.
Yeah. When I'm taking my own advice, what? This is not meant for me. That. And I was just like, I'm not necessarily doing anything extraordinary with my time.
But I know what I want to do.
But I know that I don't want to talk to you. And it's not anything, it's literally not anything personal because I don't know you personally. But I don't want to. And it's literally nothing against you. And it's like, honestly, nothing, not a necessarily bad reflection of me. It's just like, I'm capped out. I have the people that I want to talk to, like, here, I don't need new friends. I can barely keep up with the people that I have. And I don't really fucking talk to them. So that's like 3 people, So, like, and you're not saying anything interesting. It's just like, I'm sorry.
No, like that's what have you seen how I tell people things?
I think you get away with stuff though, because you're charismatic and you're gay.
Yeah.
You get the sassy gay man card.
I really
and
do.
I don't. I get like.
But I sometimes like hurt people's feelings. It's just I know when it's like really, appropriate. Like you got yourself hurt. It's always like, no, you did this to yourself.
I'm really scared to do that.
I'm not, because it's like I appreciate my me time.
Because I know that I'm
Jennifer
gonna be
at work. I've told her, I'm like, can you not see that I'm watching something? Can you not see that I'm spending my own time here?
That I understand. Yeah. Like when I'm on the phone and people come up to me and like want to hug or high five or like
you get 10 seconds
to sneak something at. No, you get none of my time. I'm at my job doing my job. It's not like it's like free time or
no. Yeah, I get that. But I mean like in your break time when you're like sitting doing something. Like I'm never afraid to tell someone like, hey, I'm doing something and you can like talk to me all you want, but like it's not going to be an interaction.
I think a lot of the time I make it very I think in those times I eat in my car. And
people who do that, like, don't waste your gas. Just be mean. Don't see what people are doing to you. They're making you spend money on being too nice.
I never
think about that. Think about that, bitch. Think about it. You need to put some value in your time and some depth in your voice on that.
I never
don't
thought
let people
about
waste your money.
I need to be like Miranda Priestley. I need a Miranda.
Don't let people waste your time, and that's literally wasting your time and your money when you go and sleep in your car, or not sleep, go eat in your car.
Sometimes I sleep in my car too.
But you know what I mean? Like, don't let people get you that point. Like, you have to walk outside, turn on your car, wait for it to get cold.
Well, no, this is usually no. This is when I like go get food.
Oh, okay.
It's like I'll go get trash food and then I'll come back and
I'll eat a big box of fries from Popeyes and nothing else.
You know,
and a Coke.
Was 1 or 3 times.
That literally happened like once a week when I worked there.
No, I would get chicken too sometimes. But yes, there was times where like my appetite wasn't that big, but I still wanted a large fry from Popeyes.
The fries are good. They do slap. They do bop pretty hard.
They slam.
Yeah. But yeah, know your worth, know your time. Understand that you need to respect yourself by having that time to yourself.
Okay, but can I clarify this?
Big butt.
These are...
Juicy butt.
Now you got me thinking about butts. These are primarily... Okay, so this is like the guy in the bar syndrome where like and this is, I don't know if it's like... I think fear is the wrong word. I think it's like something where... that girls get instilled in a lot where like if you... And I don't know if guys get this because I subscribe to By Felipe on Instagram and I don't think they get the memo. But girls will like, whenever you don't give attention or give time to specifically a guy,
they die? I don't understand.
They just like, they like turn it against you. Where it's just negging? Like, oh, you're a bitch. Yes.
I know what that is. So?
I know! But it's like...
So I've had somebody neg me before.
I literally have to like deprogram. Where it's just like, oh, so I can't be like walking around being like a nice person because you don't understand the social cues that I'm giving you. Like my very uncomfortable like body positioning or like my eyes fucking rolling in the back of my head or what I'm actually verbally saying, which is like... shut the fuck up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not getting it, so do I literally have to spell it out for you? And apparently so. Like, I really did not know that, like, people just did not get it.
No, they don't.
Where it's like,
especially drunk ones.
Yeah. Well, it's easier when you're in a situation where it's like, oh, you're at a bar and someone wants to talk, because you have like the alleviated social setting of being inebriated, and you're just like, I don't want to talk to you. I have the liquor courage where it's just like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to get to know you. Yeah, you might have bought me this drink, but that was like because you were like here, you know? So do you want your $6 back? Because fucking here, you know? Like, I have the liquor
I had money for my drink.
I was at the bar. I had money for my drink. You just wouldn't shut the fuck up. I'll have the courage there, but like where I know I'm gonna be like at work, I'm in an enclosed area with these people, or like people that you've known for a long time that are acquaintances that are trying to break past the acquaintance zone and like be your friend.
Find another time to do it. If you really want to be my friend, you'll make the time. I made time to make you my friend.
I don't even know how this happened.
It was all strategic.
But like also like,
have I ever told you that? Have I ever explained that?
I know you said that you saw me and you knew somebody that sat near me, and so you would use them to like get near.
And she knew that, and she was fine with that.
Oh, I didn't know.
She was just like, I want you to make them your friend too, because you made me your friend, and I appreciate it.
Oh, I didn't know that. But that's the thing, is like, I liked you. So like, if at any point in our like in our chrysalis of our friendship, like our metamorphosis of the friendship, like if at any point you got the vibe from me is like, oh, she might just be doing this as like an obligatory like social kindness and not like out of interest.
No, you text me first to hang out, so I know.
I know. So that would have like, oh, I'm peeking. I'm like, I'm screaming.
Fuck that.
I'm sorry.
Who cares?
I'm sorry.
It's showing us on the big screen that we're peeking.
Sorry, guys.
I don't care, Beach.
But like at that point you're like, oh yeah, she wants to go with me to go get glasses, so she's probably just,
that was like one of the times
out.
I was just like, Nancy just wants to be around.
Yeah,
Nancy just wants to be like furniture.
I don't want to hang out with anybody, but I want to go get glasses.
She's my second car pig.
I also like, oh, I miss your car pig. I also, that was like, I wanted to just have an excuse to go into Warby Parker because I needed glasses, but I didn't know when I was going to get them, so I just wanted to see what they had, and you were going, so I was just like, I want to go hang out with you and see what they have there.
You spent a lot of, you took Instagrams.
I did. I was being kind of weird at Warby Parker.
That's fine. I mean, like, what the fuck were they going to do? Hey, don't Instagram in here.
But yeah, that's something that I'm just like not good at. Maybe that's one of my New Year's resolutions, to like get a hot bod and start telling people.
Acting like you don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Just be brand new. Just a brand new bitch.
Just like,
no, for real.
like,
Tell people.
like,
don't be afraid to be mean. Do not be afraid to be mean. I love it. I recommend it. It's my favorite. And
it's not like I go out of my way to be nice. I just think I don't want things to be awkward, you know? And so
they won't be if they mean anything to you.
They don't.
Then it's fine. Because it doesn't matter.
I know. And then I'm nice, and then they have the wrong impression of me because I'm not super nice as a person. Like, I'm.
So? Again.
It's weird. I don't know. But yeah, I don't care anyway. Oh my god. It's so annoying. I stay up. This keeps me up at night, guys.
It keeps her up. She's up at night texting me about, I can't understand why people just don't give me the space that I know I deserve.
Why don't people just leave me alone?
Why can't I be left alone when I want to be left alone, when I say I want to be left alone?
It's not even that, like, it's not even that dramatic, but I've noticed it recently.
It's a burden.
Yeah, especially when they get the wrong impression and they think we're friends and like start either like confiding in me or telling me stuff that I don't.
No.
That
I would never.
Or that they consider us friends and I don't. Like, it makes me feel bad because it's just like, am I leading these people on? And
I've literally had to have a conversation with someone about that.
Really?
Like, hey, we're not that close.
Yeah.
And you need to like reel it back, because like I don't care about your problems. This was when I was an analyst where we worked. I had to tell somebody that.
Oh really?
I was like, I'm here to give you like what you need to know.
This is a formality.
And I was like, but your personal problems are like not something that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And I will never be.
Yeah.
We will never be. I'm so sorry. You burn that bridge.
Ah!
It's never gonna happen for us. You're gonna have to be okay. I'm great with it. Are you?
That hurt.
And it was a hard conversation for her to have with me, but I was fine.
Yeah.
Because I didn't care.
Like, I think about that on the being on the
hey,
receiving
Benita.
end of that. Huh? I think of my, like, I guess I empathize and I like feel like I'm on the receiving end of that, and I've just never been in that position to, like, I'll get ghosted.
That's
or
tough
like
love.
Whatever. And yeah, you just,
because don't let that person think it's like when I tell my boyfriend he's not funny. Like, don't let that person think to go around and make those jokes with other people. Don't put anyone else in that weird situation. Don't give them the opportunity to do that with someone else. You're saving everyone so much time and money and gas.
And gas.
You're saving so much everything and energy just putting it to rest.
Yeah. Oh,
You're doing society a favor. America needs me, Nancy. Is what I'm saying. And in 2020, I would like... No,
please. We have no good options right now.
Our national anthem would be Stars Are Blind.
I'm leaving. That is such a good song.
It slaps. It snaps. She did that.
I watched this documentary over the Christmas break. Well, not everybody had a break, but over the Christmas week, called I don't remember, and that's not the actual title. I just don't remember. It was like something about meme was in the title on Netflix.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's weird in the beginning just because of the influencers that they choose to follow, but it's literally all about Paris Hilton and how she fucked celebrity culture, and because she literally was the first like celebrity to be famous for being famous, because she's an heiress and she just was a party girl. She modeled. Yeah. Yeah, she modeled.
She walked on some catwalks.
And she turned that into like a conglomerate on celebrity culture, and now it's like a lifestyle, and so they follow
and
a
she
few...
still talks like this, even though she's like, no, she doesn't have to. Like,
yeah,
it's just my boardroom voice.
Hey
everyone.
It's a whole like documentary about specifically like internet celebrity culture and how weird, just absurd it is. It's worth a watch. It's silly, but it's worth a watch. They talk about like Vine stars. Yeah, it's like a whole thing.
Rest in peace.
Like, you know, people that like Netflix can afford. So not like you won't see like David Dobrik and like Lisa Koshy and like Logan Paul's
I have
on there.
gotten weirdly grossed out by David Dobrik.
Really? Why? He just kind of
I started listening to his podcast.
Oh, I've listened to like the first two.
I listened to an episode where he was literally talking about like, I don't understand why I would have to pay more taxes because I make more money. He had like that conversation, and like his friend who like has
He's also like 12 years old though.
Yeah, and with that, I don't like
and has a lot of money.
I don't like a scripted vlog. The idea that like, because the his podcast really gives it behind the scenes, and it's like you can really see like the fact that he has Josh Peck like rehearsing things to happen in a real life vlog, and like people competing for each other's attention in like really, really weird ways.
It's basically like a reality show, like a very scripted reality show.
It's a reality show, but nobody's really that funny or
famous.
Yeah, and the content, it feels forced after a certain point, and it weirds me out to think that, because like the creators themselves individually are great, but when you see them competing for each other's like for his attention specifically to be like featured or get a shout out on a video, like
Jason,
you can see the thirst.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I'm not saying him specifically, because even he has his moments, but it's just really gross to me. Yeah. And I can't stand behind that. So I don't. I'm about to unsubscribe because like
I subscribe to David Dobrik's blog.
He's not my flavor. I'm also not. I don't think I'm very much his demo.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the like watch someone ride a lawnmower into a swimming pool kind of gal.
Yeah, it's a lot of like just like clickbaity.
I'm a watch Jenna Marbles turn herself into a toothbrush kind of girl.
Same.
I'm proud of her.
Same. She's doing amazing.
Sweetie, you're doing amazing.
She cannot do anything this whole year and still be my favorite
because
YouTuber.
Her content reflects her.
Yeah.
Versus you.
But she's not signed to an MCN. She like barely has like an assistant manager person who kind of just like maybe answers her emails. Really.
Her mom in Rome, right?
Yeah. And like gets her like gigs at like Talking Out of College.
Yep.
Every once in a while. She has like an XM radio show. I've never listened to it, but she just like listens to YouTube music and like charts it, and then she hangs out with her dogs.
Yeah. I think I really appreciate that kind of content, that like the creators focusing on their interests versus
trying to cater and follow the trends. Because as soon as like vlogs right now are like the hot thing to do, but they're not. They were the hot thing to do when I first got on YouTube, which was like in 2007, 2008.
Yeah, I used to watch vlogs too a lot.
People would sit in front of their...
Leanne says her vlog channel pops off. It's so good.
Yeah. But she's like a follow me around person.
She also she recently got married, and
she moved, huh?
she's a stay-at-home gal now, so she has more time to focus on her content, I guess. Mm-hmm. And I don't really know for sure. I don't know what the behind the scenes looks like, so I'm not speaking for her, but
I've seen some of her videos.
It's interesting to see like her have fun. Like she got a slow cooker, and she made like a dinner for her husband and her with the slow cooker while watching another person's videos. And like she's
a slow cooker.
She's getting close to 1 million. She's like up in the I think 700,000-800,000 range.
Yes.
And
she deserves it.
Yeah, she really does. And she's like veering away from like the beauty genre and doing her own thing sometimes. And I really like when people do that.
Yeah.
Like you see things she's like Jenna Marbles in the sense that she sees things she likes and she's just like, oh, I want to try that. Let me do that. I think, and her audience is really open to that because of the fact that she has conversations with them. She interacts with them. Like. She commented on a comment that I left, and it feels so.
One of my comments too. One of my
It feels so
DMs.
good to like see people engage.
Yeah,
I love that. It makes me so happy to like have like I've had Dizzy Perkins reply to me a Snapchat once.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I told her something about Tania Versicolor because I have that in my skin. We should have a conversation about that. But and she was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that." And I was like, yeah, there you go. And then she was just like, thanks. And that was it. That was the end of the conversation. But like, still, you know what I mean? It means a lot to like know
she's there reading.
Took the time out of the day, out of their millions of followers to like say, that's cool.
Yeah.
I just feel appreciated.
Yeah.
So I like her vlog channel a lot because she's like moving around genres, not just staying on the lane.
On the beauty. I like this mascara.
Yeah. 7th time this week.
Which gets so like vapid sometimes because especially like there's channels that are just review channels and it's like, girl, we know you're not trying this out for like
although I do appreciate a good Stephanie Nicole video,
but she's a scientist.
She's gonna single-handedly solve global warming and animal cruelty.
She's a scientist and I want her to be my president because she pops off.
She really does. She goes in.
Yeah.
Oh, I just can't with her.
She does like a whole
her dedicated best of 2018s.
I haven't seen it.
She like not only
I like
talks
follow
about
her a lot on Instagram, but I don't really watch her YouTube that much.
Her YouTube videos,
unless I really like I go to her for
and the transparency. Oh, the transparency.
Like if there's a something that I want that she's reviewed, I watch hers.
Yeah.
And Tati's.
It's really good.
But that's really good.
Really appreciate her so much. I don't even wear makeup, and like just the way she puts together like her videos.
She has like spreadsheets.
She has skips. She has timestamps on her videos. So
yes.
like, hey, if you're not into eyeshadow, you want to go straight to skincare, girl, 21 minutes and 8 seconds is your gig. Like, she knows. And oh my god, like the fact that she doesn't have 1 million subscribers already is insane.
And she works in makeup.
She's in the industry. So she like gets the ins and outs, and I think she understands that transparency is a big thing right now. Yeah. So like even like her videos have hella long descriptions, but like read the description. It's so informative. So useful. Oh my god, I appreciate her so much.
Yeah.
There are certain beauty YouTubers that I subscribe, and Shayla, because like I like the makeup. You know who Makeup by Shayla is?
I know who she's, but I'm not.
Who is texting me? Shut up.
You're so popular.
But yeah, they're. I like following her. I stopped following Jackie Anna because she's.
Jackie. I think I still subscribe, but I haven't watched one of her videos in a long time.
It's hard to watch her just the way she interacts with people on Twitter sometimes. But
oh yeah, I stopped following her on Twitter
because she's just like, and it's hard to like differentiate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Makeup by Shayla, I really appreciate. And Alyssa Ashley.
Yes. The blonde with the short blonde.
She's going out. She's going out.
It's growing.
She's going it out.
I saw a video. I was going through her videos because her voice is so cute.
I told you.
I know.
She has like the voice of an angel.
When love her so much. One of the first reviews for the Desi and Katie last collab that just happened was one of hers, and I was just like, that fucking highlight on her skin.
She's so pretty too. Her and her sister, who's a twin.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I watched like 4.
Her name is She has a pretty name too. Her name is Arnell. So pretty. They're both they're twins.
That sounds like a nail polish brand.
They do. It does sound like a nail polish brand, but she's really cool. I like that I follow them because otherwise I wouldn't know much about like the women of color community in YouTube. You know what I mean? Because you see a lot of white girls being like, "Oh my god, it's whatever, everything's."
It doesn't matter that their like foundation selection only has 13 colors. Like, bitch, yes it does.
Yeah, fucking knows. And I don't know if anyone else knows. I feel like I found this out because I'm not like big on makeup. I like wear powder and go. But the sales of makeup and cosmetics and hair care, I think most of the money is spent within the black market with women.
Really?
Like black women and women of color purchase a lot of like cosmetics.
Yeah.
And it's weird to me that like companies don't want to invest in that market, and like they're if they are, they're barely getting to it because of the fact that like
last year Fenty Beauty, whenever they launched their like 40 foundations, they were sold out of the darker skin tone colors because people were like, oh, a high-end foundation created by a person of color that suits my undertone, that's in my skin tone, that's deep and
that
like,
I
dark
can just
enough,
go to Sephora and get,
that's not orange, you know, that I don't look like a fucking Dorito wearing or like ashy, because like sometimes darker skin tones can be gray. It's like,
who is gray?
Nobody is gray. I tanned one time in Galveston and I looked gray, so I'm gray and that's it. I'm gray and green. Yeah, we went to the beach and it was like overcast.
Go to the beach. Let's go get away.
And I was wearing very tight cutoff shorts, and I got a really blocky tan. And I swear, I don't know if it was the lighting in every single location that we were at after that, where I just looked gray. I looked like fish.
You were like that video of the alien dancing.
Yes. That was me. Yeah.
That's funny. You came in peace.
I fucking looked gray.
She came in peace, ass bitch.
I was fucking gray.
That's
Reclaiming my time is the theme of 2019. Reclaiming my body and my time. Wow.
Love that. Actually, I think I don't know if it's a resolution, but like I was just like, this is the year of like personal care.
Like taking care of yourself?
Yes. Because we need to do that. We need to make sure you're checked out. Go see a therapist, get your nails done, get your hair did. Get LASIK. You know what I mean?
I want to get LASIK so bad. I'm so insecure about my little eye though that I don't think I'll ever do it.
You have a little eye?
Yeah. My dad has it and all of my sisters has it. Like this eye is just smaller.
Nancy, that's like everyone's face.
I know.
There should be a compilation of you going, Nancy.
Shut up. Paris Hilton has a baby eye too.
Don't call it that.
It's a baby eye.
A baby eye. Okay, so I have a chunk line that's really short.
Okay.
Because I think yours was the more like people not respecting you, not your time, not your space.
Huh?
That was your chunk line?
No, that was just something that's happening.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, mine's short and it's personal, and I want to talk about it. Okay. So my dog died.
No.
Molly.
I can't handle this.
My dog, Molly, she was old.
How old?
At least 16, 17.
In dog years?
No, in people years. Oh. She was coming. If I'm not mistaken, she was like, I got her when I was in middle school. Oh. Yeah. So like I've had her for a long time.
Was she sick? Was she sick?
She was not sick. She was just older. She on Christmas she stopped eating. And she was just drinking water, getting up, getting her water, and go back to bed. My mom told us on Christmas, she was like, Molly stopped eating this morning. We were like, what? She was like, she hasn't gotten out of bed unless it's for water. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah. So she stopped buying puppy food because she wasn't eating the food that my mom was giving her. And my mom tried to give her like people food because she likes regular meats, and she wouldn't even eat that. So she was like,
the good food.
Yeah. So she was like, it's coming time. And she was like, you guys need to say, like on Christmas, she was like, hey, give Molly a kiss and a little like rub before you leave. Don't know how long she's gonna be here for. And I'd been preparing because I told you like I'm ready. I've been joking like it's ready for her to. It's time. And it was time. My mom texted me and she was like, rest in peace to Miss Molly. She has a long name. Molly McButter Pumpkin Butternut.
Yes.
And my sisters are a mess. And she told me, she was like, rest in peace, Molly McButter Pumpkin Butternut Alvarez. Yeah. She passed this morning at blah, 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 blah. My mom was like, she didn't get up for breakfast for me. She walked with me to the kitchen. She stayed in her bed. And she's like, and I thought it was weird because she usually does, because you could hear her like
Yeah.
On the linoleum. And she didn't get up and do that. And my mom like went back after breakfast to look for her, and she was in her bed and she was asleep and she was quiet. My mom like touched her and she was still. So my mom was like, damn.
Fuck.
Yeah, and my niece like bawled her eyes out, because that's also Molly was my niece's like, you know, like that was her first animal that she interacted with.
Yeah.
So she was like, she learned how to like act around an animal with Molly. And she like got her own dog and all that. So like she's been really close to my sister's dog lately, because Coke was also a Chihuahua. And like she's
a Chihuahua?
Molly was a little like, she was like this big or so. She didn't get very big. 17, 18, maybe 20. I remember when we got her, she was free. Because my
stepmom was trying to get me a Chihuahua, and I was just like, I can't. I've never had a dog. And I was like, hard. I don't think I can handle it.
They just want like, dogs are very much like, they want you to be happy. And it's the worst thing ever, because like if you ever accidentally kick your dog or step on its foot. But then
if I get sad, they're going to get sad.
No, they'll want to cheer you up. They'll try to cheer you up.
Oh. I don't like Chihuahuas. They bark. They're like...
Well, if you socialize them, they're not. But I mean, like, who has time? And that's how they get that way. But, yeah, Molly passed, and it was sad, but it was time, because she had, like, old age problems.
Yeah.
Like, she had hip dysplasia, and, you know, like, what I mean? Like, the little hump in the back, and it was hard for her to walk. I could tell she was in pain, and she had those, like, benign tumors. She had little ones, but they were still there, and I was just like...
She's probably in pain, dude.
And she's got some miles on her. It's time for her to go.
Yeah. So
I'm happy she's resting, but it was very sad, because it's just like, oh, I'll never see her again. Yeah. And it was just a moment for me, like in bed at that time, and I was like, oh, why'd this bitch text me this in the morning?
Yeah, right now.
It's 9:30. I have to go to work, Mom. And it was rude of her, but understandable.
Rude of her. Oh.
Yeah, it was sad, but
I was literally talking about this this weekend. We were just talking about dogs. I went to like a little Secret Santa with a bunch of like high school friends, and they were talking about their dogs, and I was like, I can't. Like my cousin like had a dog when they came to with my aunt, and my cousin came to live with my mom and family and stuff, and it got hit. It ran away and it got hit, and there was 2 little Chihuahuas. And one of them would like wait, because they were brother and sister. They would wait for the other one to eat, and it started crying. And I was like, that was like my only interaction.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
People don't realize like dogs are very much like once you've imprinted on an animal, like it's there for you. Like Smooch is always there. I break down crying sometimes thinking about like, what if something happened?
No.
Sweetheart, let me tell you, I have cried to I Hate This Part by the Pussycat Dolls many times in my car thinking about that.
This part
right here. Fuck me. I cannot even fathom the idea when Smooch is gone. I'm grateful to have her, but like,
she's such a sweet cat.
She's a very sweet girl. Oh my god.
If I had a cat, I'd want it to be just like Smooch.
She's a really good cat. She's a good gal. She got me good gal.
Yeah, that was good.
And I got her good.
I can't. I don't think I can. I don't know if I...
Also, I brought Smooch a new cat food with cheese in it. What? And she loves it. They make cat food with cheese, because cats like cheese. And she loves it.
What?
Yeah, I like mixed it with her regular food, so like every few bites she'll get like a bite with cheese in it.
Oh.
Yeah, and she loves it. She runs to her little feeder with her tail up now.
Oh, she's that's excited.
Cute. But yeah, I caught her putting her foot up it a few days ago, trying to get food out of it because she was being a fat ass.
Feeder?
Yeah. And I was just like, oh.
Do you still have that cool little automatic feeder one? Mm-hmm. I wanted to get one of those for my sister's cat, but you know the way my Christmas fund was working was
they're expensive.
I got the cat like a little catnip toy.
It's a luxury that I did not afford. I made my boyfriend get it.
Maybe next year. But yeah, we put like a little catnip fish shaped toy with like a feather in a bag, and it was just like before it was still in the package, like the plastic package, and it was like digging in there, it was like trying to figure out what it was, like scratching at it. They'd never done catnip. What is catnip?
It's like
herbs.
It's like a little weed.
A mix of herbs that makes them go crazy.
Mm-hmm. You can grow it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They sell seeds for
that. Is it like
they sell it at PetSmart.
Or like, do they eat it? They just rub around it.
Some cats eat it. Some cats roll around in it. It kind of depends. It doesn't even work on kittens.
Oh, really?
Cat has to be like matured before them to have it.
That cat was going crazy.
They love it.
I was like,
it's
But I think we overexposed it because she would just leave it, he would just leave it and walk around.
I think once it's been exposed to air for a certain amount of time, it like if it's like a dried cat food, it loses its effect.
Oh, okay. That's probably
yeah. If it gets like stale or whatever from air, if it oxidizes. But yeah, cats love it, and there's like different grades of it too.
That's weed.
That's basically it kind of is, but I think it's like the way it's farmed.
Huh.
You can also buy it live.
Yeah, I bought like a bag of just like the herb because that's how I saw it. The spice. That's how I saw it when I first saw a cat like freak out. It was just like a little sprinkle on like a couch.
You can buy like a planter with it in it at PetSmart. I saw it today and I thought about getting it, but I was like, where am I gonna put that?
Yeah.
And you can buy it there and like replant it and grow it on like a windowsill, and like the cat can run up to the windowsill and like because they just like eat it. If it's the grass, they'll eat it, and it doesn't make them sick.
Interesting.
Yeah, found out if a cat knows it needs to throw up, it'll go outside and eat grass to throw up. Yeah. So whenever you see like a dog or a cat eating grass, it's for a purpose.
Because they're like, I'm not feeling.
They're like, I'm not feeling what I just ate. My tummy hurts. Let me go make myself throw up.
That's so smart.
Animals. But
smarter than
catnip
people.
doesn't do that apparently. They just eat it.
Huh.
They're fine. They're just
I didn't
chubby.
know that.
It's their salad.
It's
their romaine.
I love that episode in SpongeBob where someone asks for a salad and he's just, what's a salad?
What's a salad?
He gives them like a piece of lettuce with a tomato on it.
I do remember that episode because he was just like, I mean, we got it
on a plate.
Here's
like on a metal tray. Thonk. Just like
Trisha Paytas.
So I cannot get into Trisha Paytas.
I can.
I am missing out because I'll watch like little clippets of her just in other people's like vlogs or whatever, and she's hilarious.
I saw a video from her Patreon on Pornhub. I've seen her boobs. That is a boob job.
Yeah, Miguel.
No, they're like.
Oh.
They're like.
The nipples are here. You know what?
It's like a baby with a really small forehead. No shade to Trisha Paytas, and I'm not body shaming.
We
That's
love
what it made me think
we
when I first saw it. But oh wow, and she's really nice. I like how with her tits out in the video that I saw, she was like, "It's a mansion tour of the place I'm doing my photo shoot at. Let's look around." Like she had to like make sure her face and her tits were in camera. Hi patrons, because she has a Patreon.
Oh, that's what she did for her Patreon?
Her Patreon is like where you buy the nudes. On of one of the Vlog Squad's videos, they were like, we watched one of your videos, Josh Peck did, and she was like, why don't you just pay for it on my Patreon? Like, what's going on? What's wrong with you? She's like, they're stealing my content, posting it on Pornhub. And he was like, I know what you mean. He like gave her $5. It was really funny, but I mean, true too.
Wow.
Don't steal porn, guys. Just like get the homegrown shit. Go to get an OnlyFans.
What is that?
OnlyFans is where all the gays go to show hole for money. Think Instagram, but for nudes and videos.
I heard
from your favorite porn star.
I heard that they're taking porn off of Tumblr.
Oh, they did.
I haven't been on.
There's a section on Tumblr now called posts we flagged.
Shut up.
You are flagged posts.
Guys, RIP porn on Tumblr, because if you ever listen to like our first or second or third episode, that's all it was about.
Yeah. No,
I
they've
haven't
removed
been
it.
on Tumblr for a
She
while.
gone. They got her good, gal. Everyone's moved to Twitter.
Why? Because it was acquired to... Oh, yeah, I know.
Do you know why they removed porn? You don't know why?
They got acquired by some other company. It was like...
Yahoo owned
Yahoo.
And
they're like, we don't know about this guy.
No, because there was an influx of porn bots and child porn coming through on the website, which have not been addressed.
Wait, really?
Because, like, you know, minors sending nudes, sharing nudes, porn bots not knowing the difference because they're robots, posting that information, using it as, like, a tool to, like, for phishing and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like...
Oh, shit. I didn't know about that.
It was very much like a porn bot situation, posting, reblogging. It turned into a big stink, and Yahoo's response to it and Tumblr's response was, hey, we don't stand for it. All porn's getting removed.
Yeah.
They started by saying like,
this is why we can't have nice things, guys.
Literally, and they started saying, oh well, we're gonna, keep stuff of women breastfeeding and like, art, because obviously that's, not porn, that's an expression, which, I mean, talking points in porn, you can make art out of whatever. But that being said, they decided to remove all of it. And then a lot of, obviously there's a market for people who draw pornography as well.
Yeah.
So like illustrators were also getting their posts flagged. And like illustrators who do a combination of like
mixed
professional,
media.
mixed media, like, this is some of my normal art, this is my NSFW art. If you had it on the same blog, they'd flag it too. So like a lot of
Does your whole account get taken off?
So basically they made it to where you'll keep your account, but it'll be flagged as explicit. And if you click on someone's account, it'll say this user is explicit, and you cast a press view on it first. And even then, it won't show the posts that have been flagged and not removed or appealed.
Wow.
Yeah, so it'll just say like this was removed because it like does community guidelines. And like for illustrators, that means a lot. You know what I mean? Like especially ones who do strictly NSFW, like interesting way to make your money, but still that's the way you make your money. And like to not have that medium, to not have the outlet like Tumblr, like easily accessible, so easy to use too. But because of the whole porn debacle on there, this all happened because they got removed from the App Store on Apple. Because Apple said no, we're hearing reports of child porn on your platform and you're not doing anything about it, so we're taking you off of our App Store. So they got deleted from the App Store completely. So like I have Tumblr on my phone, but that's because I had it before it got deleted.
So you can't get it anymore.
Not yet. They've been working to get that's what this whole thing happened for. They decided to do that with porn because they lost a big audience and people who can't download it off the App Store now. And they're like, in order for us to get back on,
but
in order for them to get back on the App Store, they had to make those changes. And it was really radical, and the algorithm's still fucked up. I had to appeal my blog because I like about a year ago started like posting dudes on it. I had a strict no boys policy before, but I was just like a little bit of trash on it. And
same.
Yeah. So it was kind of just like one of those things where they had good intentions, but it was all based off of like a marketing thing, and it was all based off of like that, and it's still like a really big mess. There've been hella memes about it.
Whoa. I didn't know that that's why it started.
Adult influencers completely like lost, like people who are strictly on Tumblr because of the fact that it was like a place where you could post any content you wanted, completely removed from the platform. You can't only go to their vlog and not see posts, but you can't even see their icon. They show up as like a blur. And when you click on, you can see their username, but if their entire blog is explicit, then you can't see shit.
Like some Black Mirror shit.
You have a K-pop star as your background on your phone.
Shuin. That's my boyfriend.
Remember when it was your boyfriend?
No.
Who's that? I live with him.
He's still there. My boyfriend's still there somewhere.
He's on your unlocked
He's
screen.
covered behind my widget. Like not really there. But yeah. Shuin.
That's cute. Mine would be Selgi from Red Velvet. She's so gorgeous. But yeah, that was a big porn thing. That's a chancla too, I guess, because it was like a really big move and they didn't do it right.
Is a chancla.
They're still trying to make changes, but like today I checked my posts, your flagged posts, and like some of it was just art that I ever blogged. And I was like, appeal. No, ma'am. Someone's gonna look at this.
Yeah.
Yahoo, get your little team to come look at this because
hire somebody.
Yeah, because like I don't have a lot of followers on my blog, but if someone discovers art on my blog that they like from another artist, I want them to be able to like enjoy it. Yeah. So like obviously I'm gonna appeal posts like that. So it's kind of weird, but
I didn't know that was the reason.
Yeah, I still post dick sometimes. I don't care. They can fly. They can blur me, girl. Do what you want. If you follow me, then you'll still look at my blog.
Okay. So.
Because I still see dudes eating ass on Tumblr still sometimes.
Really?
Yes, they can't flag it that fast.
Oh.
It takes a while, and certain sections of Tumblr have already been weeded through. Like I guess someone's going through my blog now looking at it because I'm getting like 5 posts flagged every other day. Whoa. Yeah, and it's just like
going through like the whole history of it.
And like, good luck, girl, because I was a messy high schooler.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. I can't get on Tumblr anymore. I mean, I probably could on I just wow.
You can get on it on your web browser, but like
Yeah.
in terms of the app itself, like the navigation through the app was like really seamless and useful, and they just
Yeah.
If you don't already have it, then you're done.
Damn, that fucking sucks.
They got him good, gal.
Okay, so I want you to read this chancla, because I really can't describe it. So I want you to read it, and
Do I read it out loud or to myself?
you can read it to yourself. We can cut this part of you reading it, and we'll recap it once you're done.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh,
Oh, this
okay.
is a Twitter moment.
Okay.
Oh my god. No. Did they figure it out who was?
I don't know. This is the only article that I read on it. I saw it like I think on Instagram, and I was just like, this can't be real. And so I clicked around and just did a quick Google search. I don't think so, but then again, I don't remember.
Oh wait, this is different.
Recently it was. There's an investigation for sure. So, a recap.
I remember that. That's wild to me.
That's
some Kill Bill bullshit.
Exactly.
No, ma'am.
There's this,
Uma would never.
There's this facility called Hacienda Healthcare Facility in Phoenix, Arizona, where a mom found out that a 14-year-old patient in a vegetative state was impregnated while at her stay in the facility, and has since the mom started staying there around the clock, basically just making sure that a family member was there with her, because what the fuck?
Did she give birth yet or no?
I think so. I think so.
Jeez. How long has she been in a vegetative state for?
I know she's been there for years. And I know, well, from what I read, it also said that they really don't know how the investigation is going to go because there's no cameras in the facility, which is crazy to think that there's no cameras or anything like that. I don't know how long she's been there.
Will she ever wake up?
I don't know.
I know vegetative state is like, it can go both ways, but
Yeah, I don't know if it's like they literally, this is the only article I've read. Well, we can link it, but there's I don't know if it's a full like a coma situation, or they really don't go into detail about it. But I like how do you do that? Like, I don't understand.
How does your security work?
There's it's probably like a minimal staff, especially if it's like it's a facility that obviously has to provide help, like care.
They're about to
around
not
the
be
clock.
a hospital anymore.
They're about to get shut the fuck down.
They're about to go through a rebranding.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So the only reason, well, I did see this just kind of like scrolling on Instagram.
I saw it on Twitter.
It was a story that has made the rounds. How long ago did you say? Because I saw it just yesterday.
This past week.
It
was a Twitter moment.
Oh, really? So it
was
probably
under the
national
news section.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that big, but when I think the post that I read it from was forward or repost from like BuzzFeed News. So yeah, I can imagine that it's like probably like national news. I had just, the reason it got like so it's a shitty ass story, but the reason it kind of like I wanted to talk about it because I just, on the way back from Houston, I was listening to this podcast called Stuff They Don't Want You to Know or something like that. I don't know, some like bullshit ass podcast. And they were talking about not necessarily specifically like the Me Too movement in Hollywood, but basically like sexual abuse in Hollywood specifically. And they talked about like Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, all these people that have Louis C.K., all these people that have had sexual abuse or harassment allegations associated to them. And I was just like, it was like 3 guys talking about sexual abuse, and they did a pretty good job about like saying, oh, this happens to men too. And they mentioned like Corey Feldman and Corey Haim and the guy from Lord of the Rings, what's his name, Elijah Wood, things like that, about how rampant it is just in society
across the board.
Yeah. And they're like, this is just Hollywood, we're just talking about like a handful of Hollywood people. And I think one of them, the podcast ended, it was like an hour-long podcast, and the podcast ended, and one of the guys said, is like, I talked to my wife, and my wife told me stories or mentioned situations in our friend group, and she almost literally mentioned every single person, every single woman in our friend group, and I was just like baffled. At one point, I think there was mentions of children, and like specifically like young males who were abused, and it had came out, and the guys, like, it's an audio podcast, and they like got so like not just disgruntled, that's the wrong word, but they got so uncomfortable that you could hear it in their voices that they didn't want to talk about it. And at one point,
but you have
one of the dudes was like, I just don't want to talk about this anymore, because it was involving kids at that point.
But you have to.
And one of the dudes said that, he's like, we have to. He's
because
like,
if you don't, who will?
It would be irresponsible as...
It's dismissive.
Mm-hmm. He's like, it would be irresponsible. And they said that at the beginning of the show, too. There's like, it would be like negligent and irresponsible to not talk about a topic that's hard to talk about, especially a topic that's so like covered up. They like multiple times mentioned
it's barely getting the spotlight that it needs to get in order to be addressed.
Well, they were saying like there's like, it's a known, like the Harvey Weinstein thing, just to give an example, he's like, it's a known secret that people just don't talk about it, and people have gotten blacklisted because of not following his advances or things like that. Careers have ended, movies have been, you know, like pushed down, not marketed or anything like that because of like threats to his character at that point. And I didn't know this, but there was leaks of like somebody was wearing a wire, and she was in the middle of a situation. She's like, I don't feel comfortable with doing this. Yeah. I'd never heard that. They didn't play the audio, obviously, but they kind of like recapped of what was happening in the situation. I was just like, and they were saying like he was just saying stuff that was so like nonchalant, like, this is what I'm used to, please don't embarrass me, just come over here, and like stuff like that, like the studio needs to know if your breasts are natural or something like that. I was just like, how do you say that? It was just like, how do you feel? How are you in a, and it sucks because I totally get it, where somebody can be in a position of power where they feel empowered, that they can just literally just get away with that, and they have a whole like infrastructure of people supporting them, people they're not coercing people, but people aiding him and getting people into hotel rooms for meetings,
facilitating these things, you know, for this purpose.
Yeah. And like, it doesn't go, he's not the only one guilty
of what he's done in that situation. No, and I'd like to see the people who are also, you know what I mean, facilitating these things, because it's more than just one person doing this. If it's been happening to this many people and no one said anything
for years,
yeah,
decades, so and not just with this guy.
I'm interested in seeing who else is involved in facilitating these men and like their efforts, because it's crazy it's insane to think that it's just him doing it. Like, yeah, he's paying these people to do it, but like there's other people that need to be brought into this.
So one thing that I saw, it's in the same like rape culture-y topic. Mm-hmm. Nikita Dragon, I don't know if you follow her or not, but I was on a Gabriel Zamora like train one day, and I was just like watching a bunch of his videos. He's great. Always
high.
Always high. Hi everyone.
He's very high, everyone.
I stumbled just by proxy. I stumbled onto a Nikita video, and she was talking about, she did like a story time about a Halloween, and this was like a Halloween from like a year or two ago, where I don't know if you saw this like Instagram post, but her and Gabriel did Team Rocket. Remember that? So apparently it was that year.
He was high as shit in her Instagram of him.
Mm-hmm. And she got invited by like a friend who's like kind of famous. She got invited to this rapper's party. She didn't mention the rapper's name. She's very careful to do that. But she basically said that she got seen and got clocked for being trans. And her friend was trans as well. It was like the celebrity was cis, and she was trans, and the friend that she brought with her was also trans. And that she was like, it was like a more intimate party than she thought. Mm-hmm. It was maybe like 40, 50 people.
Like you could walk up to him.
Yeah. Well, no, the celebrity person was just like not there yet, or not, like he was probably like hidden somewhere else, but the party was just a lot more intimate than she thought. it wasn't like a big mansion party. So she goes, and a lot of people are seeing her, and she has like fiery red hair or whatever. She's like in a black dress or whatever, and she's like feeling really like under the spotlight because I guess she just feels like she's clockable or whatever. And someone tells her to leave, and it's not the celebrity, it's not the person whose house they're in. And she's like, oh, you're like embarrassing me, like calling me out, like why do I have to leave? I'm not doing anything, I'm just kind of like minding my business. And so they basically escort her out, and then a car pulls up to her. I hope I'm telling the story right, but a car pulls up to them, and someone asks the girl that she's with, because she's leaving with her other trans friend, it's like a security guy, and they pull her to like a little patch of trees and like talk to her, whatever. Apparently this rapper's like security intel is chatting up, like the rapper opens the window because he's in like the car, and he talks to Nikita, and then like the security that pulled the friend apart and like separated them asked the other girl for the number. And
did she give him her number?
I think so, because she was kind of just the way she, and Nikita called this person, and she was like, oh yeah, so when you were at the car, I was over here by myself with this huge security guy, and he's like, give me your number, this guy wants to hang out, da, da, da. And they're getting kicked out of this party. So she gives him the number, and the person calls, or not even like the rapper, like his team entourage or whatever, calls and say, hey, we want you and your friend to come to this hotel at this time. Yeah.
So she can't be seen at your party, but she can be seen by you privately in your hotel room?
Dude, that video was like, I was just, and she said that basically. She's like, oh, so you literally embarrassed me and my friend and kick us out, and embarrass us in front of this whole party, which we were invited to.
What a fucking Cinderella story.
And
way to sweep me off my feet.
But you fucking sneak up on me in some car, separate me and my friend, coerce her into giving you her phone number, and then you call us with some secret number and secret instructions to come to the secret hotel and meet you in a secret room. Like, no. Are you fucking kidding me? And she's like, this is a big rapper, guys. You know this rapper. And like, this is what he did.
Say his name.
I was just like, oh my god. Say his
fucking name, bitch.
But like, okay, so like, at what point, like, I feel like everybody knows someone who's been affected by this, or knows somebody who knows somebody, or knows somebody who perpetuates it. Like, how do you, these are people that are like, the guys were saying on that episode, there's like, these are politicians, we just saw it, you know, these are politicians, these are.
Have you seen Stormy Daniels respond to the guy? Yes. Or someone responded, they were like, whore, and she was like, yes.
I love her. She's the best.
She's a queen for queens. She's a people person.
Yeah.
She's a gays gal. I love her so much. Rebecca Moore. Okay.
Who's that?
We'll have to get to that section of the podcast.
Wait, what do you mean? What does I want to know?
Well, we'll finish here.
Well, I'm just like, how do you like, yes, you can call people out, and yes, you can do all this stuff, but like, even in that episode, they were saying, it's like, okay, so Harvey Weinstein is not part of the production company anymore, but it's not just him. They did that because it was a good business move.
It was a strategic move.
It was a strategic business move.
Get him out. We don't do it anymore because he's not here.
Kevin Spacey got pulled from a movie that was finished.
They killed him on House of Cards.
And they killed him on House of Cards. So, but that's a good business move.
When he made that video right before he like got sent the thing for arraignment in court soon.
What video?
He posted a video of like, do you know the truth? Do you really know the truth? Like, he was playing his House of Cards character, but like making a statement about the allegations about him as well at the same time. Kind of.
That's ugly.
And he was like, but do you really know? Do you know all the truth? You'll know it soon. And then like right after that video was made, that same fucking day, it came out that he had like an arraignment set in court to come for, you know, allegations of sexual misconduct with somebody at a bar in 2016.
Was that like intentional though, or was that
I don't fucking know. It came out like in the morning or afternoon time, and then like later that afternoon it came like.
That's bad
timing. Sweetheart, that timing could not have been worse.
No bueno.
Oh, if this was strategic, you need to fire somebody.
Whoever did that.
Your PR person needs to go because that was not good.
Oh no.
It's still on his Twitter. They haven't deleted it, I don't think.
Oh shit.
It's disgusting if you watch it. You're just like, considering what you've been like deleted from society for, That's the only way I can explain it. Like, I don't want to say canceled because that's like so 2018, but
deleted, unsubscribe.
Yeah, the way you've been like reassigned in society to this subsection of like weirdos, this is not this video was not it, Chief. Like,
I think Thomas Halbert called me out on a video.
What do you mean?
Because there was, and I tried to find it, but I need to do it on my laptop. I wrote a scathing comment on one of his videos.
Under the Skin 2017.
It was like brands that no one gives a fuck about or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Basically like underrated brands, and he did a whole video of like underrated brands. And I, for some reason, I felt encouraged to leave a comment, and I was just like, dude, why?
In case you guys didn't know, Nancy's really that girl.
Why?
It's just like, my voice needs to be heard.
I need to be heard right
I'm inspired
now. And this was like, yes, it was after his like drama. So I went
which
on
was
there.
not tea to me because he'd spoken about it before in videos, but
Yeah.
cancel culture knows no bounds or mercy.
No bounds. And so I went on there and it's like, why do you gotta be mean? That's basically, I wrote like a bunch of words, but I was just like, why do you have to be mean? Just don't be mean. And don't be a dumbass. That's what got you in this position anyways. So stop being like self-serving.
He has moderators and they didn't delete that comment.
I don't know if
that's the real shade.
They probably deleted it or probably got flagged or blocked or whatever. But in his next video, and I think I ended it was like, maybe I'm just being a negative Nancy, but that's just like what I have to say. In his next video that I saw, he was like talking shit about like a brand or like a product or whatever. He's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just being a negative Nancy, but I don't care. And I was just like, was that like a shout out?
Let's move on to some peaks because that was a little deep of a conversation. We always go there.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Glad we had the conversation. Let's move on to the opposite side of the spectrum. Let's talk about some adult entertainers. Speaking of Stormy Daniels, Rebecca Moore is taking off in the porn circuit on Twitter.
Okay.
She is a UK porn star who looks like a blow-up doll, basically. And she has a very specific accent. And let me look up. Cock destroys, aren't we, babe?
What the fuck? Is that her Twitter handle?
No, but her... Let me look. So this is her.
I love the fishnet. Oh. The sound of heels. I can't get with it.
She's still walking. Okay.
Okay.
So...
Oh, she needs a walking compilation.
She really does. But she's turned into like a viral sensation because she has a thing called, if you can read that, she has merch.
Cock destroyer. I've heard of that.
Yeah, fucking cock destroys, aren't we, babe? She said that in a video, I don't know how else to
unscripted.
It was unscripted.
Unsupervised.
It was just her being super slutty. She made a Christmas snap. It's the day of rest, but not for me.
Wait.
No, let me find the video because it's so good.
What?
I could not.
I want that shirt. Cock destroyer.
Rebecca Moore.
And I just want to be eating chicken.
It's the day of rest, but not for me.
I want to make the vegans mad.
I think I actually posted it on my Twitter.
Oh my god.
It was just too good. Let me see if I put it on mine because I want to show you that one. But she just does videos, short little funny videos on Twitter, and she did a poll recently where it was end
of sentence.
I am male, female, or I am gay, straight, lesbian, and one of the things was gay man, and it was 80% of the voters that voted to say who they were part of her audience for said
oh, she was taking a census.
Yeah, and she was the gay stan.
Really?
Oh, look, this one.
It's Christmas, a day of rest, but not for me.
She's getting pounded. Wait, what are those called? A gimp mask? Mm-hmm. So there's someone in a Santa hat and a gimp mask. naked,
Yes, they are.
pounding her. Estilo de dog.
People have the gays. The gays.
It's the day of rest. It's Christmas.
The day of rest, but not for me. Let me tell you, when I stand hard, and I support her. Her OnlyFans is only $9.99. Give your cock a gift. Treat your penis today.
We'll have a link in the description, guys.
She's probably one of my
Google
favorites.
it. Wow. Where is she from again? She's the UK?
Yeah, she's from the UK, somewhere over there.
Yonder.
Yeah, she's super, like, very funny. Get that fucking cock out. Get your cock out. Get that cock out now. Oh, you want some...
Bossy.
Yeah, she's like... The way she speaks in her video... There's one where, she's, like, a dominatrix standing against a fireplace, and, like, the camera's, like, panning past her, like, panoramic view, and she's like, you stupid, worthless piece of shit. And she's like talking shit to you, and it's like me, nothing, my cat, and it's her saying like, it's just she, and she retweeted it because it was really, really funny.
Wow.
But she just like,
you need to send me this whenever you see it.
it's too good, Nancy. I cannot.
Wow.
She makes me laugh, and she's like, I think she knows that she's funny to a certain
My
point,
cat.
but there are some people who just subscribe to her. Swimming in heels.
She's the Mariah Carey of porn.
She really is.
She's the Mariah Carey of porn.
Lovely day for a swim in heels.
What the fuck? That's not efficient at all.
No, it's not. I just love like the way she acts.
I can't. My like teeth hurt.
Let's go party.
That's a dick on the wall. Wow. Thank you, Miguel.
You're welcome.
You've already blessed 2019. It's if we just like stop talking and like you never show me anything ever again, this is the blessing of
The
all
last
blessings.
thing before me and Miguel stopped being friends was he shared with me a video. I want to find the one of her being like, yeah, we're fucking cock destroyers, aren't we, babe? That's the way she says it, but like way better than me. And it's just so funny. But she does sell cock destroyer merch. Link in the bio.
That's pretty great. I want it.
It's too good. She's too good.
Wait, what happened? Did you hear about Tana Mojo getting sued? What is that?
Oh, by that one company because she like ripped off their merch.
Did she? That's all I heard. I just heard the headline. I didn't click on anything.
So the company, I have to burp.
No, you gotta do it into the mic. We don't
Oh,
know
no,
what
that was a-
demographic watches.
Wasn't a good one. Don't worry about it.
No, okay.
But she basically wore like a sweater with like a nun on it. Like, have you seen this new AliEx thing that she's got going on, the Super Sunset thing where she's like a nun in some of her outfits? Anyways, she released an album that looks like that. But this brand did something very similar as well, of like a nun with like an orange background. And Tana was like, she wore it in a video from this brand. And then she made a sweatshirt that looked exactly the same way the brand did. And she was like, oh, I think, should I release it, guys? I'm thinking about releasing it, blah, 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 blah. And
She did.
the brand, no, I don't think she did. She didn't yet, but I think it's because of the fact that the brand was like, bitch, what are you doing?
Oh, she got caught.
Because the brand was like, no, sweetheart. We literally sell that already. So
And
like,
you wore it.
And you wore it. So it was just kind of
What
like,
a dumb bitch. I don't understand. Like, who likes Tana Mojo?
Other white girls. White girls who can relate.
Who can? Does she still do music?
I hope not. Jesus. Oh, God.
Tana Mojo.
Tana Monge. Tana
Wow.
Monge.
I want to see.
I'm trying to find like
Coke
one of her
Destroyer.
funny videos.
We should do the style intros. Hi, my name is Nancy and I'm a cock destroyer.
Hi, I'm a cock destroyer. Aren't we, babe? No, I've been waiting for the day
You
that
should
we
put
do
that clip on the beginning out of no context.
Hi, I'm a cock destroyer. Miguel.
Don't say your last name.
Fuck.
Don't say your
I'll cut it out.
government name.
Oh, look. I don't share cock with friends. Also me.
She's literally. Where's her shirt? There's so much peroxide in this room. The eyelashes. Why is her lipstick already smeared? She hasn't done anything. Fucking cock destroyer. Wow.
Get it out right now. I just can't. She walks around with them tits.
Oh my god. Those must be so heavy.
How does she sleep? Does she
sleep
have
on
to
my
have a Cali King?
I sleep on my stomach. I wouldn't even be able to sleep on my stomach.
I don't understand how she does anything.
She just sleeps in her pool, floating.
I just can't.
Every day she has to be rescued.
Yeah, we're cooked.
How did you come across this person?
Because it was like a big thing. It started out with the video of her being like my cat, the my cat thing that I saw, the meme, and then it just turned into like other stuff, and it was just like Jesus. I really can't get over that. So that was my peak of the new year.
What is her name?
Rebecca Moore.
Moore.
More. Get it?
Ah, fortunately.
You can never get enough. Cock. Yeah.
Just in case you didn't
girls
understand,
didn't know.
there was a miscommunication. It's
Cock
cock that you can't get enough
She destroys cock. That's her MO. That's what she does.
What does that mean, MO? I know how it's used in context, but I literally don't know. Say, okay, Google. Say, okay, Google.
Okay, Google. What does MO mean?
Here's the definition of mo. The way a particular person tends to do things.
Well, there you go.
Ain't there egg on
Did
my
it catch
face?
that?
Yeah.
Yay.
It can hear. It can hear me from like the hallway.
But I mean, like this.
Oh.
Did it catch that?
Yeah, I
hope
heard it. I heard it.
Yay.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
great.
real. I don't have a peak.
Ow. I want to get my hair dyed soon.
I want to get my hair cut. Where do you cut your hair?
My sister cuts my hair.
Where does she do that?
She does it at a school. She's a student at a school, and
Okay.
she needs to practice.
Does that mean free?
I got mine cut for free.
Does that mean free? You're her brother.
But I got it cut at the school for free.
I hear.
I had to go. I didn't get to sit in the salon though. I had to go sit in the back where she gets her like classes.
Oh, in the shame room.
Basically, I had to sit in a very very low hair washer thing. Like I was, you know how like when I sit in chairs and like I sink down sometimes.
Yeah.
That's how I was sitting in the chair, like ass out of the chair, back fully in the chair, getting my hair washed by my little sister.
Because I want to cut my hair. It's like.
But I got it cut for free.
Crispy, crunchy.
Crispy. Your hair's back to the length it was before.
Yeah, it's been a year and a half since.
Literally,
I
like
cut it.
every year, Nancy grows her hair like 6 inches and then cuts those 6 inches off in a moment's
donk.
notice.
Cut it up to here. I want it nip length.
You should. She likes you. She thinks you're cool.
How?
Because
I have a gun in my house. Pass me my gun.
We live in Texas.
This is my house gun.
It's my house gun.
It's a fake gun. It's an airsoft.
Yeah, I was like, is this airsoft?
Yeah, because it weighs like nothing.
What's air hard?
Me. I don't know what that means. Yeah, it's just a little toy gun. Just someone just gets killed. Yeah, it's just a little gun that I have.
How do you put the air in it?
Okay. It floats around. I don't know how this works. I just got it for a movie and covered up the logo. I was like, you need a gun? Here you go. It was $14 at Walmart.
Ooh, this might not make it in. I have a friend who recently had a break-in at her apartment.
Ew.
Like while she was there.
Shut up.
Yeah. She's okay, thankfully. Thank God. She walked up to me at work a few days ago. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I had a break-in at my apartment. And I was like, are you okay? She was like, yeah. And I was like, well, that's good. I was like, what happened? She games, so she had like a headset on.
Couldn't hear.
And her friends that were with her. Oh, that's weird. Her friends that were with her told her, like, hey, we hear something in the background. Is that you or your dog? And she's like, what? And she took off her headset and heard something like rummaging around. And when she, hey. Fine. When she heard the rummaging around, she realized it was someone in her house. And what happened? She quietly like quit her game, got up, took her dog to the bathroom with her, sat in the bathtub and called the police. And she had to stay on the line, and the police, she had to stay on the line, and like the operator was somehow keeping in touch with her and the police at the same time. So the operator was like, they're coming to your house. They're at the door. They're about to break open your door. Is that okay?
You're like, yeah.
She was like, oh, fucking come in. And then she's like, and I heard like an exchange, and then I, heard nothing. And then apparently he found out that the police were trying to, that she was there too. And he tried to like leave, but he couldn't. Like he panicked and forgot how he got in. I think he came in through a window. So he couldn't find that access point again because it was like nighttime. Yeah. And when the police came, they were like, "Miss, are you here? Are you okay? Blah, blah, blah." And she like got out, and like, they were like, "Do you want to press charges?" Like they got him. But it was like her first time experiencing that. She was like, "I'm ready for us to move in again." Like, I get why somebody would own a gun in that situation, because like, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
You are in my home.
Dude, I know it's already like long in the podcast, but when I was leaving the apartment, just for the holidays, everybody had gone to work. Ay, pendejo. Everybody had gone to work. I was the last one to leave the apartment. One of my roommates had left town. Somebody else was like leaving town from work. I was the last one, and I was packing up. It was obviously procrastinator. It took forever. And I was packing up, and I know while I did like my first load of putting my shit in my car, I noticed that there was a dude, like a creepy looking kind of like walking from the courtyard, kind of like looking like he was on his way out. And I came up the stairs, and I look out the window because, again, he was like creepy looking. He had stopped in a really awkward spot, like, you know, when you come around like past the laundry machine, the laundry room, and you turn that corner, you know how there's like a higher ground and there's that gate. He was right there in between the building and the gate. Yeah, like there's absolutely no reason.
There's no reason for you to be over there. It's like dead ground. It's all dirt
and dog shit. Like,
yeah,
that's where people walk their dogs.
He didn't have a dog.
He didn't have a dog. And he stopped there, and I had just came in, and I felt like eyes on me, and so I turn around and I look through my window, and I see him like looking back over here in this direction. I was just like, and I look closer, I'm like, he's standing where like nobody is ever at ever. I was like, that's fucking weird. Well, I go back, I have like 5 loads of stuff. I go back, come back, go back, come back, and he's just watching me, or just standing there watching me. At one point, he follows me to right next to where the washing machines are, and he sees me put stuff in my car. Every single time that I pass, he's like, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm just like, "I'm okay." You know, and I just
like trying to like
by.
seem less conspicuous.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm fine, and then I'm
a normal person.
Yeah, and I pass by, and he goes and he sits there, kind of like, there's like this little section where there's plants and like brick holding in like the dirt because it's on a hill, and he sees me put stuff in my car, and so I start getting really paranoid because I'm just like a girl alone in my apartment and about to leave town, and the apartment's gonna be empty, and so I'm like, fuck. And so I'm like, okay, so he sees what car I'm in, he sees what apartment I'm coming out of, I'm very evidently leaving, you know, or packing my car, and he has like a duffel bag too, and I was just like, I don't feel right. Like, this feels fucking weird. And so I go back, and it's like one of my last trips, and he's like, he asked me like, are you leaving? I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go get food and I'll be back, trying to make it seem like the apartment's not gonna be empty. And he's like, oh, you're really pretty. And I'm like, okay, thanks. And I'm like, are you waiting for somebody? And he's like, no. And I'm just like, okay. And I walk off, and I'm like a few feet away from him. He's just like, I'm not doing anything wrong. But he looks like he's so fucking gone off planet Earth. And I was just like, this doesn't fucking feel right. And so I come back, and I have like one little gift box left, and I like Snapchat. I recorded him on my way back. And so you can see where he's standing and stuff, and I just wanted to see remember what he was wearing and stuff. And I like Snapchat my boyfriend, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do, this creepy guy is here, I don't know if I should call the cops, I feel really paranoid, kind of don't want to leave. He's at work, so he doesn't say anything. And then I get really paranoid, and I'm just like, I just need to call the cops, because on one of the trips over there, I overheard my neighbor, who has like little kids that are always playing out here, and she was telling somebody in Spanish on the phone that he was just standing there and she didn't know who he was. And when I first saw him, it looked like that guy was coming out of their apartment. So I thought it was just like a homie that slept over that's leaving. And then all that shit happened. And so I was just like, yeah, this doesn't feel right. So I just called the cops and I was just like, there's a suspicious guy here. It doesn't look like he lives here. And I fucking told him my name like an idiot. I told him my name and I was just like, oh yeah, so cool. And
I am Doreen to everyone.
It didn't click until after.
You can call me Sam.
It didn't
Most
click.
ambiguous name ever.
It didn't click until afterwards. I was like, oh, cool. He knows my actual first name, knows my apartment, knows my car, what it looks like.
It's like a Scream movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
I felt really like embarrassed afterwards because obviously we came back and our apartment was fine, but I felt guilty for like calling the cops on him because like he didn't do anything wrong. The cops, I asked the like lady, the dispatcher, I was like, do I have to stay in my apartment because I like have to leave? Do I have to give a statement to the cops or anything? And she's like, no, if you have to leave, that's fine. But I knew nobody here would probably speak to an officer. So when I was leaving, the officers were already here. It literally took them like less than 3 minutes to get here.
Because you're off of
because there's a police station like right there. And so I left and they sent like 3-4 cop cars. Like,
yeah, sounds
there
about
was
right.
like
Sounds
hella,
like APD.
There was like hella officers. They looked like they were in fucking SWAT team fucking garb. And I was just like, dude,
They've got the doorbuster ready.
I didn't say that he was fucking shooting up the apartment complex. I just said that he was like being weird and standing here like whatever. And so I'm leaving with my last little box and the guy says like bye or whatever, and I'm just like fucking peace out, fuck off, you know. And so I leave and one of the officers is coming this way and I'm just like, oh, he's back there like standing. And I cross the parking lot to my car, past 2 of the cop cars, and I say is like, do I have to talk to anybody because I'm the one who called? Like nobody came up to me or anything. I was like, I'm the one who called, he's like right there. And they took my information down and they're like, what did you say he was doing? I was just like, he's just being weird. I was just like, he's just standing there like staring. I honestly just got really paranoid because I'm going back and forth packing my car and I'm like the last one to leave. I thought at first it looked like he lived here, but he obviously doesn't. And he's like, oh well, these like peeping toms will turn into like rapists and like fucking like start going after like children and stuff. And I was just like, I didn't say that he was like doing any of that, but all right. And so I go into my car and the way that they like parked was like if I like backed up I would basically hit them. So by the time they got the dude and they brought him to the car and like I think they had him cuffed and were questioning him, the dispatcher called me back and they're like, one of the officers needs you to identify this person. And I was just like, I mean, I see him, I'm in my car, they're like 5 feet behind me, like that's the guy. I was like, do I really have to stand in front of this guy and like point him out and be like, I'm the one who called the cops on you, that's the man? Like it was just like,
that's him, officer. That is that man.
I don't feel safe doing that because this guy just spent like 15-20 minutes just
staring at me
walking
in and out of my apartment where I live, and he knows my name.
And he knows my name, and I was just like, I talked to the guy.
We shared socials.
Yeah, he follows me on Instagram. He subscribed to my podcast. Like, what do you need? I was just like, that's the guy. I was like,
Christmas card.
Yeah, I was like, I really don't feel comfortable doing that. And I was just like, but that's the guy. Yeah, I was like, I really don't feel comfortable doing that. And she's like, oh, okay. By that point, there's like an officer at my window, and I'm just like, click. Oh, they were telling me to do that.
No.
I was like, click. And so I
you like hung up and then he's like, hello.
Yeah,
hello.
No, I put my window down and I like wave him down. I'm like, come here, you idiot. And he's just like, so they said that you don't want to give a statement because like, I don't know if she was walking them or what. She's like, Nancy says that she doesn't want to identify this person and she doesn't feel comfortable. Because they told me to come back to my apartment. I was like, if I go back to my apartment, I have to cross this man. Like, and it's going to be very evident that it's me who called the cops. And I was like, again, I don't feel comfortable doing that. So they said, you don't want to give a statement. I was like, it's not that I don't want to give a statement. And I told him this exact same thing that I told the lady. Another officer comes and he's just like, so you called saying that this guy was looking into windows at children? And I was just like, no, I did not say that. He did not look into windows. I was like, it looked like he was coming out of an apartment, but he was like halfway down the courtyard. I was like, all he did was stand there being weird. I was like, I don't know if that's means enough to call you guys or do anything, but he looks loaded off of his mind and he doesn't live here. I was like, even that is terms of just like being weirded out. I was like, I wasn't the only one who was uncomfortable. My neighbors were uncomfortable as well, but they're probably not going to call the cops on here because they're probably illegal immigrants. Like, I didn't say that, but I was just like,
I'm the only one that can take that nerve.
I'm like, it didn't look like, he saw me going in and out of my apartment. It didn't look like anybody was going to take any action, so I just did it.
Yeah.
It's just bad timing for me because I have to leave. And like, I have to leave now because I have movie tickets at 6. It's like, I have to go. And
what a batch of trouble stew you made.
Yeah, and then I felt bad about it because he was just like there. He was just like there cuffed, and he didn't really do anything. You know, they made it.
But did he not do anything because you called the police, or did he not do anything because he was not doing anything?
That's what I don't know. He didn't do anything like that. At that point in my head, when that officer said that, I was just like, well, does he have to be looking into like a place or jiggling someone's doorknob, like breaking? Do I have to really catch somebody breaking into a place committing a crime in order for him to like be considered suspicious? I was like, because he fucking doesn't live here. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Did I ever tell you about the lady who got into my car while I was at the gym?
No.
Well, I was
Did you catch her? Did you record her? Because I've seen that before.
I've not. I didn't
Twitter.
have to because I was in my car.
Shut up.
So no, okay, so it wasn't like she wasn't doing anything bad. I think that she thought I was like, there was a blue Malibu park next to me, and she was like coming out of like the Michoacan next to my gym.
I've done that before.
And it was like, it was when I was still going to the gym at like the afternoon time before I had my new job. So I was like sitting in my car and I was like, do I want to go to McDonald's or Taco Bell after the gym? And because that's what I do. Get me a Baja Blast is the reward. And I'm sitting there thinking about it, like texting my boyfriend back, and I'm just like, I'm being naughty again. And this I see like a lady I see like out of the corner of my peripherals just like a lady like trying to like figure something out, and like I'm not paying attention because it's Dub Springs. I'm like, that's just how everyone is. Everyone's frantic and being stupid.
Yeah.
So that's literally Dub Springs. You've been in Dub Springs. That's how
Yeah.
people act. And I'm just like, whatever. So I'm doing my own thing, and then I hear my door open, and I look up, and a woman sits next to me, and she starts talking to me in Spanish, like, and I'm just like, bitch. And I said, bitch. And she looks at me and she's like,
she thinks you broke into her car and she's
no, she like is really confused at first. She like sits down and she's like, and I'm just like,
wait, she opens the car and she sits
she
there?
opens the car and she's like not looking at me yet, and she's like starts to sit down and she's just
on
like
your lap.
no. And she gets in the passenger seat
Oh.
because like the person in the other car is in the driver's seat.
Oh,
And she
okay.
sits down in my car and she's like going off in Spanish about like someone talking shit about someone's kid. And I'm like sweaty, just having got out of the gym. I'm just trying to get me a Baja Blast, minding my business so hard in my own car. And this woman opens the door, sits down, looks at me, and I'm just like, bitch. And she looks at me and she's like, oh my God. And she like gets out of my car, locks my door, closes my passenger door, walks behind my car, knocks on my window and goes, I'm so sorry. And she gets in her car, laughs her ass off, and then they leave.
Wow.
And the driver in the other car is just like, like, I am waiting for this person to punch you in the face because what are you doing?
Wow.
It's happened to me twice with this car.
Wow.
Once at the dealer, once at the gym.
Wow.
I had a person at the dealership get in my car with me. And he was just like, all right, you ready? And I was just like, to get my car serviced?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that one? I think
Yeah,
I told
yeah.
you about him.
You did.
And he was like, oh no, what a mistake. And he like got out and talked to the lady behind me. Oh my God. I just have
The struggles of having a
a very of an ambiguous Nissan car. I have like a little blue Sentra, and it's like that really nice color blue that like all brands make. So like if you're not looking at it head on, you don't know what kind of car it is.
Yeah.
You're like, is it a Malibu? Is it a Sentra? Is it a Versa? Is it a Hyundai? Like, who the fuck knows?
That happens to me a lot here in the parking lot and at work. I've like put in my keys and I was just like, it doesn't fucking go in. I was like, oh, this one has silver, not black. And oh, I feel like an idiot every time. But I always like,
You're just fucking up someone else's lock.
yeah. I don't know if that can happen, but yeah, that happens all the time. Because I don't have a little clicky. So I literally have to go up to the
Oh,
door.
I've had that problem before leaving a store, and like there's someone standing at my car next to their car, and they're just like, Do you know which one is yours? Because all this, like, even the before Centris had like the same body style, and like now they all have the same body style again. Like they didn't redesign after 2016, so it was like they all look like that. So when you walk up to someone's car and you have the same make and model, like unless there's like a different trim level on it, you don't know.
Oh my God.
So I've literally had like 3 or 4 instances where someone's like, "Hey, do you have like a key?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Can you like do the unlock thing on your car? Because mine's broken."
Oh my God.
And I'm like, fuck. So I like have to like unlock my car. They're like, "Okay, that one's mine." And they
Oh
get in
my
their
God.
car and leave.
I'm forever gonna drive.
Because they don't want to like be in public trying to
Yeah.
break into someone's car on
Yeah.
accident.
The struggles. First world problems, man.
It's
They're
stupid.
hard.
I've never had that issue because I'm like thoughtful and I'm just like, doot, doot. Okay, that's mine. Bye.
Yeah.
But like, people are weird.
They don't keep their fobs working.
I guess. I don't know. I had my battery die and finally turned on my car without the fob the other day. It was really weird.
You felt like a peasant.
I felt like such a poor.
A caveman.
I had to dig my keys out of my purse like a caveman. And it was so weird. I had to like put it up against the button and then press the button. 2 hands, too much. I don't know her.
And we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Cock destroyer doesn't use 2 hands either.
I mean, depends on the cock.
Very true.
Okay.
We won't see those on Tumblr though.
No.
No, never again.
Nope.
Guys, this was another weird one.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to call it.
Welcome to 2019. It's gonna be another wild ride. Yeah. Thank you for listening. If you listened, see you later.
Like and subscribe, please.
Yeah, and we'll soon be on Spotify, so we'll start whoring that one out too.
Mhm.
All right. Bye, guys.
Oh, wet brush.
I have one, and all the nubby things at the end.
Alright, is that microphone facing you?
Oh.
No, the the brand name has to be like facing you in order for it to record, right? Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That tastes nice.
Yeah. And mess the little things back.
What things?
The little rubber bands, they're not like holding it steady.
Oh. Wait.
It's just like up and downs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Now everything makes sense. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Hi, hello, how are you doing? I like that it's popping up there too.
Yeah.
Showing that we like don't even need this up. But
It was an accident, but
yeah. Is this battery gonna be okay?
it's fully charged and the charger's right there, so if at any point
Boing.
it gets low,
Goats.
if it gets low, I can,
Goats, yeah.
we'll keep an eye on it. Hello? Wait, am I frame?
We're like, you're far. I'm far.
Our table's not
Wow.
a table, guys. Yay!
That was cute. I like that.
That's so funny that, like, what?
I'm just like thinking about everything we talked about.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Woo! Child.
Uh-huh.
How did we end up talking about my car? Oh, break-ins.
Break-ins, yeah. Why did you mention your friend's break-in?
I said it wasn't going to make it, but that was too long of a segment to not get put in.